E quindi salute a tutti, il mio nome è Mattia Prometeo e sono il profeta fatato del giardino che non c'è, destinato a salvare il mondo. Benvenuti o bentornati in questa mia grande passione per i videogiochi, in queste stream in cui sto cercando di capire cosa sia questa follia umana così recente dei giorni nostri, in cui la gente si filma mentre dovrebbe farsi i fatti propri all'interno di un mondo virtuale. E siamo alla mia seconda partita di sempre a Hogwarts Legacy. Ho appena riattaccato il gioco, ho cercato di risolvere il problema dell'audio del video precedente. Ovviamente non mi ero reso conto che non usando le cuffie e il microfono avrebbe registrato il suono delle casse e allo stesso tempo lo stream avrebbe preso l'audio pure dalla sorgente diretta dell'Xbox e quindi avrei avuto un audio registrato due volte, però ovviamente col ritardo dovuto al fatto che l'informazione derivante dalla registrazione dell'Xbox è diretta, mentre quella del microfono è ritardata, ed ecco perché si sentivano le voci con questo effetto di ritorno, le voci doppiate nel gioco. E a breve cercherò pure di comprarmi una prolunga per avere la telecamera più vicina, così non dovrete essere costretti a vedere tutta camera mia. Poi magari potrebbe essere intesa come una scelta registica d'avant-garde, eccetera, eccetera, ma no, non lo è, semplicemente ho la videocamera, ho una postazione di gioco e di computer particolare che magari un giorno mostrerò agli interessati, ma intanto eccoci qua. Bene, dopo l'introduzione, cari miei, iniziamo a giocare. Qua avevo appena sbloccato il menu. Dovevamo parlare col professor Fig. Chissà il nome in italiano qual è. In questo momento cerchiamolo un attimo su Google, perché professor Fig non l'avranno mai tenuto così, cioè non... E sua moglie come si chiamerebbe, no? Battutone. Eleazar Fig l'hanno tenuto così. L'hanno tenuto così. A quanto pare. Sono sulla wiki di Harry Potter italiana e l'hanno chiamato così. Fig. Ma insomma, Dumbledore l'hanno reso come Silente, McGonagall come McGranit, Snape è diventato Piton, però Fig è rimasto Fig. Viva Fig, che vi devo dire.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Allora, se non ricordo male, le avevo detto che non era successo niente. Che non tradisco Fig.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Bene, ho due classi. Difesa contro le arti oscure e Charms. Come l'avranno tradotto Charms in italiano? Ammaliamento? Ne dubito. Professor Rone. Ah, beh, insegnaccio e questo è levioso. Come levioso. Incantesimo levioso. Wingardium leviosa. Leviosa, non leviosa. Molto meglio accio. Iniziamo con accio.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Ah, bene. Questo mi spiega che Levioso non è Wingardium Levioso. Cioè, si possono usare le maledizioni senza perdono al quinto anno e poi ci saranno conseguenze morali. Basic cast, Revelio. Insomma, boh, non devo dire un po' po' deludente il fatto che ti dicano quali incantesimi ci sono fin dall'inizio. Era un po' più, insomma, il mistero è un po' necessario in un gioco di magia. Era più carino quando... Sarebbe stato più carino se avessero nascosto alcuni incantesimi. Cioè, per esempio, potevano evitare di dirmi fin dall'inizio che si potevano usare questi tre. Sarebbe stato molto più interessante scoprirlo così. E poi sicuramente non saranno necessari. Non ci credo che il gioco ti costringa a usare le maledizioni senza perdono. Non avrebbe senso a livello di lore, voglio dire. Sicuramente poi uno può giocare facendo il personaggio cattivo, buono, come dovrebbe essere, però insomma... Boh.
Revelio.
Ah, qua un incendio si può usare, sicuro. Si accende la sacra fiamma del Dumo o cosa del genere. Oh.
Revelio.
Ho sentito un tingle. Dov'è? Dov'è? C'è un qualcosa ma non vedo dove. Dov'è?
Revelio.
Ah, là è rimasto. È rimasto. Forse è quello.
Revelio.
Ah, vabbè, dai. La gente si confonde. Si possono fare così. Tutto molto, molto British. Molto British. Perdonate l'ignoranza, non conosco, non ricordo il nome di questa musica. Veramente uno di quei brani classici di cui che tutti conosciamo dopo il primo ascolto.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Che c'è scritto qua? Tutte formule magiche del gioco. Defodio non lo ricordavo. Che succede?
Revelio.
Ah, là c'è una roba. Hanno ripetuto Nox. Nox c'è là sopra, ma pure Lumos. Pure qui. Nox, Lumos, Rictu Sempra. Ma Rictu Sempra non dovrebbe esserci, non era un'invenzione di Piton.
Professor Weasley is easily my favorite. Her wand work is exquisite.
A beginner's
Vabbè.
guide to transfiguration.
Dettagli.
Revelio.
Reveliamo.
I used to write to my parents every week. Now I can't remember the last time I sent them an owl. Wonder if they know I'm still alive. So many letters every day.
Iniziamo sta classe.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Oh, battutone.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Va bene, pariamo accio. Che ho sbagliato?
Accio.
Non si può sentire Acchio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner.
Diversi.
I see a lot of
Potrebbe
potential, but remember,
argomentare
potential is
che è
nothing
una
without
pronuncia
practice.
corretta.
Keep at it.
Precici
Might just rival
ironiana.
Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Very good. Happens to the best of us. Splendid! That's it!
Vedete, si migliora sempre con la
Very
pratica.
good. Points to Ravenclaw. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Watch this. Phew.
Accio.
Oh,
Excellent control there.
Be sharp. Yes! Quite
no,
impressive.
mamma
Here we
mia.
go.
Hai capito la tizia? Adesso le faccio cadere la palla.
Accio.
Ouch! Well played.
E ci mancava.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. There we go.
Accio.
Splendid.
Mamma mia.
Watch this.
Io se riesco a farle cadere di nuovo la palla.
I know everyone's watching, but try not to be nervous. You are doing quite well.
Mannaggia!
Here we go. Phew. Well done.
Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Interessante come cosa, ricordo che questi particolari erano stati aggiunti in Pottermore.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that. Cutlery flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
Revelio. Accio. You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
How's your first day coming along?
Hello, Samantha. Nice to see you again.
I wondered how your first day was going. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Sono a livello 2. Oh bene, c'ho side quest. Va bene, ancora non ho sbloccato i talenti, quindi insomma, poco da fare.
All of
Revelio.
I know them. Always put a bit of something extra. I think they're drawn to my charm. Also, my parents spend a lot. And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention.
Accio.
And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Bravery runs in my family. I've never even cried. Even when my brother put Grindylow on my bed.
What was that for?
I could spend all my galleons of honey.
Revelio. Protego.
Ho appena scoperto che posso rotolare. Non me l'aveva detto nessuno finora. Interessante. Chiaramente. Come avevo attivato prima la... Ecco qua.
Revelio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Andiamo dritti.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Good. Now, well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso, this can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. You're good. Now, Levioso. Thank you. Protego. Complicates things.
Don't all my students were this adept. I do enjoy a lively duel.
Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know.
Watch your opponent's designs to attack or defend yourself.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Ecco, mi piacerebbe che ci fosse uno studente sempre severte, che fosse un personaggio simpatico, positivo per una volta.
If what I've
Nei
seen
film e
today is
nei
any
libri
indication,
erano tutti
we can
tremendi.
expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Huh. Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Professoressa Hecate, come la dea della magia greca.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Professoressa.
Revelio.
Oh, quel famoso cortile interno. Chi è questo?
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Va bene. Vediamo le prime side quest. Sto qua mi insegna reparo, mica cavoli. L'ultimo incantesimo nei libri. Reparo. Ah vabbè, ma è qua dietro.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The mending charm,
Indeed I do.
Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying page is.
Levioso. Accio.
Revelio.
Accio. Levioso.
Revelio. Professor, why must I complete these tasks?
They are meant to give good luck, and I...
Revelio.
Eccola lì.
Accio.
Got it. A flying page must be around here somewhere.
Like some kind
Revelio.
Accio.
Brilliant.
if only a new student.
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much trouble.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic. That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water.
Reparo.
It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
some kind soul help.
Accio. Levioso. Reparo.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Accio. Levioso. Accio.
Trovato altri big money.
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up. Act like a winner. Find the one.
Levioso.
Is that all you've got?
What's a duel? Nice work! Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Revelio.
Next time you need a partner for crossed wands, don't hesitate to call on me.
looking for me?
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again. And to see the village.
I've been looking forward to it.
Good. Shall we set off? I intend to give you a first-rate Hogsmeade experience.
Che ambientazione luminosa.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village. The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect. I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient rooms. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Revelio.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
Likely already named.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin. I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that? She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls. How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
I still miss my homeland.
Accio!
But it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust to it. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too. Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A demiguise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state. Nearly there.
Accio.
There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Revelio. Accio.
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butterbeer. And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand.
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
Merlin's blooming beard. Not again.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes.
Ha la bacchetta sull'orecchio,
10.5
bellissimo.
inches? You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it.
Noce scuro, piuma di fenice, rigida, 11 pollici e un quarto. Ma io dico, potevano darmi la stessa cosa che c'era sul sito internet. Mi hanno fatto collegare tutti i siti per avere le cose e poi non prendono informazioni del genere.
Curious indeed.
Facciamo...
How intriguing.
Cedro. Insomma, ero...
Curious indeed.
Era cedro. Vado un attimo sul sito internet, voglio la stessa cosa. Devo provare a fare la stessa roba. Era wizardingworld.com. Eccolo qua. Cedro. Dodici e un quarto.
How intriguing.
Possibilità slightly springy, slightly springy, unicorno.
A unicorn hair wand is most reliable and faithful to its owner. Curious indeed.
No, warm brown assolutamente.
How intriguing. Curious indeed. How intriguing.
Oh, questa è carina.
What do you think?
Iconica. Deve essere iconica, e se no facciamo, incartiamo Turruna.
Extremely extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
Indeed. Treat it well, and you shall find no more dependable a wand than one with a unicorn hair core. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again, if ever I can be of further assistance.
Sempre un bel momento. Ti becchi la bacchetta. Bene, oppure pagato bei soldi. Mancava che non pagavo. Va bene, un'ora di gioco l'abbiamo fatta, cari miei, è il momento di fare una pausa. Fate sempre una pausa ogni ora di gioco, se no poi finite a essere malati di videogiochi. Miei cari spettatori, grazie per l'attenzione, grazie per la visione, vi auguro il meglio e solo il meglio e vi saluto fino al prossimo stream. Ciao!